This topic's about the benefits of personal awareness, and it's probably something you haven't stopped to think about too much, being a younger person. I know I certainly didn't. And it's usually something that we come to a bit later in life, once we've scraped our knees a few times, fallen over, picked ourselves up again, dusted ourselves off, and realised that, you know what, I keep doing some things that just take me in the wrong direction, or they're not making me happy, or why do I keep doing that? So the answers to all those questions are, how do I get to know myself better so that I can make better decisions and I can actually start understanding myself better to take me in the direction I want to go. And it's like learning how, if you imagine that you are a boat, it's about a bit like learning how to steer yourself in a direction that really works for you. And there's no way to do this without a hefty dose of self-awareness. It's not rocket science learning about yourself, and there's so many ways to do this, and I've only included a few things in this chapter of the book. But I do think it's one of the most important sections in the book, because in here lie some of the clues, some of the deepest and most important clues, not just to setting you up for a successful working life, whatever that turns out to be, but also in helping you decide who makes you feel good to be around, what's important to you. What are some of your beliefs and do they work for you? All of those things are really important to learn about, because, as I say, they will help with your decision making. And we're making decisions all day, every day, by the way. Even if you're not aware of them, you're still making them. So to be able to do all of this and live from a really solid understanding of who you are and what makes you tick is so, so important. At your age, when you're a younger person, obviously there's a lot of influences from the outside world, both from your peer group. Of course, we all know that, and that's super cool most of the time, or a lot of the time. But sometimes the group around you or the people you interact with, they've got some clues, they've got some ideas, they've got some ways of doing things, but they don't always necessarily suit you. They won't always suit you because they're not you. You know, you are an individual person. Everybody is their own person. And when you get to know yourself, you'll start to be able to gauge or judge for yourself what situations are good for you and which ones aren't, what decisions are going to work for you and which ones are not. So if we listen to the group too much on that, sometimes it's like we're not using our own compass. And so I would, again, suggest this is a balance between listening to other people and taking on board their advice, but also tuning in to the information we're getting from ourselves. And that's really what this section of the book is all about. And as I said earlier, there's some awesome career clues that are going to come up for you in this. You know, you might find out that you're a super caring person and being around people and helping them is something that's really, really important to you. Now, imagine how cool it would be for you to go on and get yourself into some kind of career that enables you to develop that set of strengths that you have around that. You're going to feel great when you're in that kind of working role. So that's just one example. So I hope you enjoy finding out more about yourself.